What's going on, everyone? It's been absolutely ages since I've made a video, but here's the next one after quite a few months on this channel. So I'm just walking through campus right now, just going to get my ride to the airport so I can get off to Hilton Head once again. So here we wait a minute. I'll get back to you guys in about an hour or two because I still have a class left. Alright, that's much better. Thankfully the class got out super early, so it's time to get on our way. Finally, and I mean it, I'm actually leaving now. So let's go! So I just got through security here at Dayton and just getting a little meal in before I head off to Charlotte. Just thought that Atlanta was too hectic, so we decided to go through Charlotte this time. I've never been to that airport and I have an hour layover there after I get there, so we'll see how this goes, but for now, let's just eat. Alrighty, so we just got on our plane. It's a small one, but it will do the job, so let's get on to Charlotte. Alright, just an update. Slight... I didn't appreciate that. The time is now 10 o'clock p.m. Yeah, so it's 10 o'clock now, and I'm still here in Dayton. Basically, I just had the unluckiest possible thing happen to me. My plane decided to break down while on the tarmac after arriving. So our flight was massively delayed, and there was no way I was going to make my connection to Savannah. So my flight got rebooked. So I had to deplane, and now I'm just gonna be stuck here in Dayton for tonight. I'm taking a flight at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, so I've got some time to sleep over it, but I'm not happy about that. I should be in Savannah pretty much in an hour, but the plane decided otherwise. Obviously, American decided to err on the side of caution, which, I mean, that's perfectly fine, but it just took a super long time. So I'm just here in the airport waiting for a ride from some of my friends to go back to campus, and then I'm gonna catch the first flight in the morning. And by the way, yeah, I know my lips are really shiny, but they're just super chapped right now, and I needed a lot of chapstick. Okay? Don't judge. Well, this is one side I'm definitely not used to. This airport is actually closed. What can I say? I come from a big city. This is definitely not something I would have ever expected to see, but still waiting here in Dayton at a basically dead airport. My night's just going great. Alright guys, so I'm finally back here at good old VWK. Yes, I'm back at UD. So yeah, that's my eventful night for you. I'm actually gonna be flying out at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning and catching a connection basically 35 minutes later in Charlotte, so hopefully I don't have to go too far. But yeah, so that concludes this whirlwind of a day that does not include me being in Georgia right now. So, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow when I'm actually in Georgia. Fingers crossed.
The next day.
Alright guys, so it is the next morning, and just so I didn't waste any more of your time, I'm in Charlotte. It's time to get on Savannah, so let's just go. Yes, guys, we finally made it. Oh my god, I'm so happy. This whole thing is just taking the wind out of me. But now I'm finally here, and it's finally time to get to the island that I so love. So let's just go do it. Actually, just kidding. We're here in Savannah, and this is actually really cool. We're actually at the city market here in Savannah. Just take a look around me here. It's a cool setting. So we're just exploring, and we had lunch at this place right here, Moon River Brewing Company, which if you've never watched Ghost Adventures on Travel Channel, that place was featured on it with a lot of very spooky things. So I just remember watching that episode, and I've actually been in the place where an episode of Ghost Adventures was filmed, and I kind of nerded out when I went there. And this is Savannah's City Hall. Looks more like a Capitol building, but it's really cool. For all the people in my fraternity, should this be the next addition to our house? A Pikachu with a cowboy hat on top? I'd say so. Or maybe this life-size Mario? I don't know, you tell me. So we're about to get ice cream from this place, Leopold's, and the line is massive. yeah, I'd say that's pretty awesome. Good morning, everyone. It's Friday. Good Friday. I'm here in Hilton Head, and it's just absolutely gorgeous out, judging by what I just showed you. Never mind my hair. I literally just woke up, but that's okay. I needed to sleep after my super hectic, eventful past couple days. So yeah, finally here, and I can't be happier. Sure, I'm not showing it on the outside. I'm just tired. Sorry. Oh my god, it is gorgeous outside, and the bikes are back. Oh my gosh, this is just so beautiful. We're biking to my favorite place in the world on this island. That made perfect sense. Good job, Declan. We're biking to Sea Pines, but here's the only problem. This weekend is the RBC Heritage, which is a golf tournament held at the Harbor Town golf links. It's gonna be ridiculously busy, and we have to be really, really quiet, so this is gonna be interesting. We made it! We made it! We really made it! This place is so great. Just had myself some lunch at the good old Salty Dog. I'm gonna go up the stairs and get ourselves some t-shirts, because when at the Salty Dog, I mean, we basically have to get new shirts every year. I want to find a new one, so let's go find one. Just kidding. I'm gonna look for one later. For now, we're just gonna bike back. And we're back. My body was not ready for that ride. We went about 7-8 miles combined between going back and forth. So yeah, I'm pooped. Probably just go on the beach for a little bit and honestly just take it easy for the rest of the night and find somewhere good to get dinner. So I don't know. Jump cut to beach now? I don't know. I'm afraid to jump cut now to other places because whenever I've tried to do them, they just haven't worked. So jump cut to beach now? Oh, would you look at that? A jump cut actually worked. Good thing I was just patient for a good one coming, because this was definitely worth the reward. Well, low tide must have happened a little while ago because the tide pools are still here, but a lot of them are drying out. I'm guessing the tide's going to pick up a little bit overnight, but still, look at this. Yeah, you can say I'm going to be riding on this beach tomorrow. It's my favorite thing to do here is riding on the beach. It's a nice break to come here and be in such a calming place as this. It's a nice break from Ohio. And you know, just because I love my flyers, I had to do a little something here on the beach, just to let them know that I'm always thinking about all my fellow flyers. Go Flyers! Man, it just feels so good to not have to worry about school for at least a few days of my life. That walk down the beach just then was much needed, and I just feel so much better now. Just hanging here by our pool and just waiting for my parents to get back because I think they're taking a little walk of their own, and then I think we'll find some place to go for dinner, but where that is, I have no idea. We had a seafood place in mind, but I'm not sure if we're gonna go there or not because yeah, we kind of broke our Good Friday fasting at breakfast this morning, but we'll figure it out and just wind down for the rest of the night. Well, this isn't a bad way to get this part of the video started. Just have all these bunch of turtles just gathering up here right by where we are. It's actually really cool. Oh, he splashed you. Oh, jeez. Oh, there he went. There he went. And you know, little hammocking won't ever hurt anyone. But yeah, Good afternoon, everyone. Back here on the beach, and it is even better than before. The tide picked up, definitely. It came at a better time. I was thinking about biking, but now that the tide's pretty high and the beach is super busy, yeah, it'll be pretty difficult to bike. So I'm not gonna worry about that right now. But just, man, life is good right now. Life is so good. I just feel so blessed to be in a place like this. It's just amazing. But the weird thing is, I don't really think I've seen any jellyfish here so far, which is kind of weird. This part of the beach is usually like infested with jellyfish whenever I come here. But you know what? I'm not complaining. No jellyfish stings for me this year or ever. Oh yeah, also, if you didn't notice already, this morning I got this whole situation sorted out. Now my hair is not super long and my head feels so much lighter, and now I can actually enjoy myself and not get my hair all crazy like you saw in a lot of the past clips. So thank goodness for that. Here's another sight you don't see a lot out of me. Decky wearing a tank top. You know what, when I'm out on vacations like this, I just gotta let myself loose, you know? Just gotta enjoy everything I can. It's a very, very warm day. I just gotta let myself go, because I don't do that enough. Tide's a little bit lower now. Just going through a little tide pool. Still beautiful as ever. I don't know. I unfortunately don't have my swim trunks on, but that's okay. At least I can get entertainment out of watching these two. Watching those two get crushed by waves, aka my mom and my cousin. You know what? Sure, I might not be out there, but I'm getting my my entertainment value. Also, side note, as many of you may already know, I have broken or lost in some fashion 2 phones in the last year and a half or so. I don't know how much farther in the water I'm gonna go, because I do not want this thing right here to break on me, because that's not gonna be a good situation. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can watch my my Greece travel video. I'll put it up here, right here where the little eye is. I'll put it right there. Go ahead and watch that if you don't remember what I'm talking about. All right, guys, so as you can see, sunset is starting to come upon us here on Hilton Head. So we just got back from dinner. We ate at that Mexican place again that I got that huge burrito from last year, except the burrito was much bigger this time, so I decided not to eat it all this time, because that would not have been so good for my body. But when we were there, I actually found a couple more flyer connections that I had no idea existed. First of all, there was a guy inside who had a Duquesne shirt on, and he said that the other day he just talked to the father of UD's now former head coach, Archie Miller, which is insane to think about. He knows Archie and he knows his father of all people, which is really weird and incredible. By the way, Archie Miller, I know you're not watching this, but good luck in Indiana, sir. But secondly, as we walked out, we saw an older looking man in a golf cart. The man said that he played and scored in the first ever game, UD basketball game that was played at UD Arena, which is insane to think about, because that was almost 50 years ago. But a side note about that second guy, I think that he was a little bit intoxicated. Okay, maybe a little bit more than a little intoxicated, because we asked him what his name was and he was just like, that doesn't even matter at all. And I'm just thinking, yeah, he's not in his normal way right now. He probably just got off the course and just need a little something to drink, but that's okay. So, you know, just making my point even further, that flyers are everywhere. And when you see a flyer, you never fail to mention them, ever. So yeah, we're just wrapping up the day now. This beautiful sunset behind me. You probably won't be able to see it that much, but that's okay. And then this beautiful ocean behind me as well, as the tide gets a little bit higher. But yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna end the footage for today, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. First and foremost, I wish all Christians around the world a happy Easter and a blessed Pascha, whichever of the which you celebrate. But with Easter comes the end of our trip. But I'm not going to let that stop me from being happy, because it's Pascha today, and with the last day, I know we'll be able to make the most of it. So let's just see what happens. Yeah. That's my view of the brunch I just had. So that was a really, really awesome meal. I had some fish and chips and some good old she crab soup, which was really good. And I think this was just a really good way to finish off the weekend. Took me until the end of the trip, but I'm finally biking on the beach this time. My gosh. This is the perfect way to just end this trip. This isn't the ideal time to do it because the tide is pretty high, but it is getting lower, so maybe it is. But I'm riding
leaving now because we're actually going to be taking my cousin back to SCAD, back to Savannah later tonight because that's where he goes to college. And then we're going to be leaving bright and early tomorrow morning because the dining hall that I work at opens at 4 o'clock. I work at 6, so they're going to be expecting me. So I'm just enjoying my time here on the beach while I can before we head back to Dayton. I'm gonna go see if I can actually bike to the resort that we usually stay at, which I don't know, that's probably a good 2-3 miles down the beach. So let's see how much my body's up for. Never mind. I just remembered that the place we used to stay at is right next to the Sea Pines Beach Club, which means there are a ton of people here and there's no way at this tide I'm getting through there. Looks like I may have to go back, but yeah, I'm actually next to the place where we usually stay, but we ended up not staying here this time wisely because of the RBC Heritage. It's the next morning. It's Monday morning and it's about 5 in the morning. Didn't want to be leaving this early, but because I have to work, we gotta get on the road. So let's just get back to Dayton already.
One eternity later.
And we're back! Right where it began. It must have just happened all of a sudden by some weird, strange time warp that totally didn't take 11 hours to do. Anyway, I didn't really get much footage on the ride home because I just wanted to get the heck back. And honestly, I think it's just time to end the video. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what you thought of it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video because I gotta go work. So bye!